Hello. Are you recording? Okay, it's recording. I wanted to do a really good iPad Pro M4 review for you guys because I absolutely adore this thing. It's here. I love it. I also have paired it with the Magic Keyboard and the Apple Pencil Pro. So it's a really good companion, and I want to go in depth with everything that the iPad Pro M4 has to offer. So one of the bigger features of the M4 iPad Pro this year is the screen. So we did get the Liquid Retina XDR display, so that means that you're going to get crisp, very black or very bright screens. You can go as low as to 1 nit of brightness and all the way up to 1600 nits peak brightness for HDR content. They change from mini LED on the M2 model to the OLED display, and it's amazing just how bright and crisp and beautiful the display is. It's really striking, and watching movies on this thing is amazing, or even YouTube videos, so highly recommend it for entertainment purposes as well as just emails or doing quick tasks such as jotting down notes with the Apple Pencil or calculating things with the new calculator app. Everything is so snappy and just so quick and easy to use. I love the multitasking features like using the display manager. It's really cool being able to drag and drop different apps and multitask seamlessly without any hassle or anything like that. It's really great for handling so many different apps at one time. And believe it or not, this video that you're watching right now is edited on this iPad Pro. I edit all my videos using Final Cut Pro for iPad 2. Like, there's so many nitty-gritty details that go into making videos, and so being able to use an iPad to completely do all of that is insane. And it also has a USB-C port. You can use the Thunderbolt display, so I use that sometimes to, sorry, I'm getting stuffy, to get an extra monitor or a second display, and even go above and beyond with Display Manager on that and actually get into more work and do more things. One of my favorite things about the iPad Pro has always been the Apple Pencil since its debut in 2015. And I'm absolutely obsessed with the Apple Pencil Pro. Being able to use the squeeze feature, the double tap, and then the new barrel roll feature is amazing. But one of the best things that I didn't know would be so amazing is the haptic feedback that you get for all of those things. So when you're writing, jotting down a note, or double tapping, squeezing, you get haptic feedback, like a mini vibration on the Apple Pencil itself. And it's really, really cool that you get that, and being able to like write down a note and then have like this hover thing, like it looks like a shadow of a pencil or whatever you're drawing on. I mean, it's just so incredible. I really enjoy using it and just being able to do so many different things. I edit my thumbnails for the YouTube videos on Procreate for the iPad, and I enjoy using it and creating on it. I think iPads are like by far the best creative device for anyone to use. There's so many different things and apps that you can use to create different things, and it's incredible how far you can take those things, and there's no limit to them. So you can do so much with it, and it's just amazing and just very fast. The 13-inch iPad Pro M4 redefines power and creativity with its breathtaking OLED display, 2752 by 2064 resolution that supports 120 Hz ProMotion and 1600 nits peak HDR. With the blazing fast M4 chip featuring up to a 10-core CPU, 10-core GPU, and 16-core neural engine. With storage up to 2 terabytes and 16 gigabytes of RAM, it's a performance beast for multitasking and pro workflows. Capture stunning visuals with a 12-megapixel rear camera, LiDAR scanner, and 4K ProRes video, while the 12-megapixel ultra-wide front camera keeps you in the focus with center stage. Connectivity is cutting edge with Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, Thunderbolt USB 4, and optional 5G cellular support, paired with a 10-hour battery life and support for Apple Pencil Pro and Magic Keyboard. It's a masterpiece running on iPadOS 18, your ultimate tool for work and play. Ooh, it's dirty. The biggest selling point of the iPad itself is just how thin it is. I mean, it's like it's thinner than the Apple Pencil Pro itself. Like, do you see how it just sticks around the side? Like, it's so insane. It's really thin and light and portable. I have the 13-inch display model, and they also have an 11-inch display. Both of them do the exact same things. I upgraded and got this guy because I recently had the iPad Pro 2020 version, the 11-inch model. It did not have the M1 chip, but it was a really good iPad, and I feel like I just wanted a bigger screen. I really was sad that I didn't get the bigger display whenever it was available, but now having this 13-inch model, I think it's the perfect size. I think it's so great and portable. Even with the Magic Keyboard, it's so light and very, very easy to just take on the go and have with you wherever you are. So they did change the camera system on the iPad Pro itself. It now features one camera on the back instead of two. The previous model had an ultra-wide camera. I'm assuming they removed it because no one really uses the iPad Pro camera, but I disagree. I used it. I always used it. On the front, there is a 12 megapixel camera, and it is now on the side instead of like this way, it's this way. So it's more convenient for when you are attaching it to the Magic Keyboard itself and having to do like video calls and things like that. It just makes more sense, and I have no idea why it wasn't like that to begin with, because it was always like when you're taking video calls, it's always on the side here, and that's just not convenient. The rear camera has a 12 megapixel wide camera, and it has a digital zoom up to 5 times, and it also supports 4K 60 frames per second for video recording. On the front, you also have a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera that has the center stage. Is that what it's called? I'm pretty sure it's called center stage. But it follows you around when you're taking video calls, and just like it's really convenient whenever you're like moving around or doing something in the kitchen and you're on FaceTime with someone. The camera can like follow you around, and it's crazy how like far away you can get, and it can like zoom in and still show you. It's really, really cool. The speakers on this thing is really, really cool. It has 4 speakers, and they have spatial audio, so it sounds like the music and the movies and things like that are coming from all around, and they just sound amazing. And for a device this thin, it's insane how great they sound, and they even have really good bass. It's crazy. But I mean, let's be honest, it's Apple we're talking about. So the iPad Pro itself has the M4 chip. There is a 256, 512, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. I think the max is 2 terabytes for the iPad Pro itself. Like I said before, it has Ultra Retina XDR with tandem OLED technology, which is the first for Apple to do so in the iPad. And it's so snappy, so quick, so amazing. I absolutely love everything the iPad OS 18 brings to the iPad Pro. It has a really good M4 chip that's really great for editing videos like I'm doing right now. The neural engine is amazing for Apple Intelligence, which is also in this device, and also available for any M series chip iPad Pro itself. You can get up to 10 hours of battery life with the iPad Pro M4, and honestly, this thing lasts me all day. It's really, really, really good with the battery life, and it's just so amazing. I absolutely love it. I actually traded in my MacBook Pro 2018 with the touch bar to this iPad Pro because I didn't have a use case for my MacBook anymore, and I also traded in my previous iPad to get this one. Traded in a lot. But it's just so incredible, and I use it every day. I mean, it's amazing. I love the Magic Keyboard and having the function row on the keyboard and just doing the different commands when I'm doing video editing or just browsing the web, things like that. The Magic Trackpad on the Magic Keyboard is amazing. It's really cool. having multi-gestures, and it even has haptic feedback for when you click and press different things. It's really cool that it has that as well. And I mean, Apple Intelligence is here, and it's so pretty when like you enable Apple Intelligence on the display. The entire screen illuminates into this beautiful aura of like beautiful different colors. And you can ask Siri anything and get things done that way. I've been trying to test and use Apple Intelligence more. So if you want a review, let me know in the comments below, and I will be sure to make that video for you guys. I absolutely love Apple Intelligence so far though, and I'm anticipating iOS 18.2 so we can get the visual intelligence and test that out, things like that. Just to let you know, this is what they do when I'm sitting on the couch. This is what happens. I didn't ask him, he felt lonely, so I guess that's where we are. Sales, are you okay? Are you okay? You look sad. Oh my god. You can do two different options. So there's a cellular option and the Wi-Fi only. Personally, I just opt for the Wi-Fi only version due to I have a hotspot on my phone and I always have my phone with me. So, but you do have that options, and it usually runs you about $100 more. So there's multiple options for you. But like I said, all of the Magic Keyboard, the Apple Pencil Pro, and the iPad itself working together, I mean, it's just incredible the things that you can do with this thing. I mean, I absolutely am obsessed with all of it. I just like taking it off and just holding it. It feels like a sheet of paper. Like, it's seriously that thin and that light, and it's just, oh my god, I feel like I've said it like 10 times. It's just really amazing. I think I would rate it 10 out of 10 for sure. Even though I feel like I've done and rated all those things that I've done on my channel 10 out of 10. I think that this iPad Pro is great for creators like me that edit videos or create content for YouTube. It's really convenient with Final Cut Pro. It's really great for students. I recommend iPad Pros for students. Like I highly encourage it. It's really convenient to just note take or record lectures and things like that. I got through all of my college at university and stuff with my iPad. I don't think I would have made it without my iPad. I adore it. I really think that this is really great for professionals as well. When you're in meetings, taking notes, jotting down things, answering emails, everything's so snappy and everything is so easy to use. I really like the multitasking gestures that they have on the iPad OS 18. It's just so amazing, and so everything makes sense with how they've like embedded everything. A lot of creators on YouTube are against iPad OS and they're not a big fan, but Apple, I see your vision. I am your use case. I feel like I've done everything that they market for the iPad. I've used like everything they market and do for the iPad is like me. Like, I use all of it. It's just, I love it. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just rambling. But the iPad Pro is freaking amazing, and I highly recommend it. It is a pretty pricey iPad though. The 11-inch model starts at $999, and the 13, I'm pretty sure it starts at $12.99. And that's gonna give you 256 gigabytes storage. The Magic Keyboard for the 13-inch model is going to cost you $349, and the Apple Pencil Pro is $129, which is interesting because the Apple Pencil 2nd generation was also $129, so there's not a price bump for that. But the Magic Keyboard, I think, is a little bit more expensive than the previous model. Luckily, the 13-inch and the 11-inch model, there's no differences besides the screen state. So that is the iPad Pro review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you want me to review anything else. There's a lot more that I want to go into with my content in my YouTube channel. I cannot talk today. Thank you so much for watching Techie Seti Techie, and like always, like, comment, and subscribe, and always be you, stay true, love you, tools.